Our company's Engineered Vision. We are a full turnkey automation provider. So we design, build, and program custom automated systems with robotics and other mechanisms. What we use IPS for is most all of our systems have some amount of guarding or framework needed, things like that, mounts, and typically use quite a bit of aluminum extrusion. We send those types of things to IPS and have them provide those. I oversee all the projects we currently have. We have about 20 employees, and our facility is about 12,000 square feet currently. Primarily medical, which is on purpose. We do some consumer products. We primarily focus on medical devices. So we provide automated machines for companies that produce components for the medical industry. Typically, they have the parts and they might need one every 2 seconds put together or inspected or something. So we build a machine that does. One of our customers here in the Columbus area, they're called stopcocks, but it's like if you were to get an IV in a hospital or somewhere and it had the little valve that they would turn to introduce other medicine or whatever into your IV. That's that little thing. It's called a stopcock. So it's just like a little valve that they can turn, but they produce millions of them a year, tens of millions, because that's one of the examples. So on our floor right now, we have a system for a medical company. It's a smaller system, but there's a lot of extrusion. So we had IPS do the entire frame. It's got like 2 tables that operators work at, and it's got some overhead cameras and some other things like that. And so the bulk of that system is all IPS construction. We've been working with IPS. It's probably close to a year, maybe a little less. We've been very happy working with IPS. They have a good product. Everything that comes in is very professional and looks really good. And then the upfront process of we send IPS our designs, and then they put it into their drawings. They send it back to us and have us approve. And then from that point, we place the order and receive the item. When we first started working with IPS, it was Josh, who I believe their president of that company, came down and met with us and looked at the vendor we were using previously and discussed like what we're expecting, how we do things. And so it was good for him to visit in person and see what we do, get an understanding. And then also everybody there so far has been very professional at IPS. They're quick to reply. So when we send them, something that we quoted, or we have a question about something, or if we're trying to get an update on where a project's at, they respond that day. So that's always good. Yeah, we definitely experienced a lot of changes with the tariffs. We've seen that, and it's like, are they truly charging more because of the cost that they're incurring, or are they just price gouging? We've also had to put some wording into our proposals that cover that as well, because we might quote a project to our customer, and then 3 months down the road, some tariffs could change, things could get more expensive, could get cheaper. So we just have some wording to cover ourselves in those cases. So yeah, since the tariffs changed when working with IPS, they have been very upfront and honest about the charges that are going to be raised, and we trust what they're providing because of those upcharges.